sunglasses and hair gel.
I didn't.
You're outnumbered.
Anyway, Cock had the sunglasses and all that there.
Yeah.
And then there's that a pair of Wranglers, the legs cut off.
Brilliant.
Are we recording? Kick to it. We're a bit more chilled out now in the podcast. We're not doing any like grand openings.
Oh, that's right.
So we've got our fucking returning guest. Big Al's back in the house.
Big Al.
Thank
Thank you very much, man.
And one of his fastest sons.
Yeah, the quickest one, I
I'll
reckon.
take that.
The quickest one, I would say.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah.
Ours, me and his mum would have said the most stylish one.
The most stylish
Oh,
one. Right.
Do you know, when you talk about stylish, I didn't actually know. It was last year, or was it this year? You said you were into your surfing and all.
Oh, I thought, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I didn't race motorbikes. I actually never rode a bike on tar until I was nearly 30. Didn't race one like a road bike until my 30th birthday was my first tarmac race. Yeah,
That's pretty late, but for a family that the whole family's raced.
yeah. Oh, there was
You would
always
race
bikes and the
motocross,
others.
wouldn't you?
Yeah, until I was like 18,
Yeah.
and then just basically done like surfing and done surfing.
And what age did you start motocross at?
Oh, from I was away in, like from I was like 5 years old. Yeah.
5.
Then, but you stopped like when you were about 15.
No, it was
16?
18. No, because I was driving. I had the van, and
And then you bought a bike again after. You quit
No,
for
I
a bit.
didn't. Yeah, I think I done one race when I was like 21. I didn't
Ah,
really. I'd say I
all
bought
right.
it one
I thought
and
that
had a
was
notion of it,
18.
and then I was at university and farting about and doing all that kind
And you
of.
would have been the first of the brothers to start racing, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And that would have crossed over from you still racing.
Oh, aye.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Aye, that would have been handy then.
No, like the wife Margaret, she took Ross, Glenn.
It's me and Glenn. I don't know if Graeme was Graeme racing.
Graeme was racing in the end.
So was all four
I was
of you?
still racing.
Aye, you're still racing.
You were still racing as well.
Margaret took them. I
Yeah.
packed it. I
That
packed
of the
up.
year went off the
you go do a bit of
Aberdeen
racing.
and all these ropey tracks.
God.
Yeah.
For sunglasses and
We were talking about Aberdeen at the weekend, close ones. Oh.
Yeah. Aye, that's like the wee closed kind of
that's
park.
remember I was talking about
Oh,
Aberdeen the
yeah.
other day. Yeah,
Yeah.
Aberdeen
There's
Park in
I
Wales.
still race there, don't they?
I think,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no superbikes now, just
Yeah,
600.
just 600.
Plenty fast enough for
Yeah.
it.
They still race quads at it.
Don't think so.
No, I remember going. There was quads, supermotos, everything at it. Like the quads went out, and then the 250 lightweight was out of
Yeah.
it. Class.
They were really good to you when you went there. Like,
Yeah, looked after you. Yeah.
Treat you like kings. They used to bring you to around the coal mines and stuff. They used to bring you in and
take you to the social clubs, and
yeah.
then you were out practicing the next day.
Yeah. They'd have kept you in the social club till 3 a.m. Like 50p for a pint.
Class. Well, how to get to it, man? You're just fresh off the plane, from Daytona. What was it like?
Oh, I'm getting goosebumps.
It's still a process. It's the maddest track. Like everyone had said, go onto the bank and make sure you go flat out.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even want to look at this banking, so I don't even walk the track. It's like,
You didn't walk the track, no?
Nah.
You do any homework?
I know, I did, but no, I knew the track pretty well from just watched it on repeat. 'Cause it's so different. It's like a race wheel you'll never do here. Probably not even in the UK. You don't really get that sort of. You get an endurance race where you kind of swap with your teammate or whatever.
Yeah.
But the banking's nuts. It's the first time you go on it, it's because it's like, is it like 30 odd degrees, and you're like, so you're kind of like tilted over, and you're like, normally you look ahead straight, like up the road, and that's where you're going, but you're kind of like,
yeah.
So the first time I remember doing it, being like, Jesus, I'm really like dizzy here. It's like being in a tunnel or a warp. It's really strange.
Yeah.
Is it as steep as what people say it is?
It's steep. Oh, yeah. And in the cool down lap, you'd see some lads that had like knocked off going down it, and like their bike isn't straight. The wheels aren't lined as they're going around. Like,
no.
Like, I'm not playing this game. I'm just hammering on.
And was it not like a bizarre kind of like the whole setup of the race, like coming in for pit stops? No, it's really like really out of kind of what you've done before. Like,
so I'll give you the whole story of it. We so like Stanley Watson from Magic Bullet was like, he's been harping on for years. Come on, we'll go and do Daytona. Let's go do Daytona. I was like, maybe, it's a lot of money, blah, blah, blah. And last year, he's like, right, come on. And I was like, right, okay, go on, let's do it. It's grand. Got the permission slip in with the wife, and she's like, sweet, go on, take off. It's a month's well, it'll be fine, 3 days. So we're pretty organised. We got the bike last, I think, June or July. Got it. As soon as we got it, the engine went, which was nearly a godsend, as much as it's a bit crap, but the whole thing was rebuilt. It's like really strong dyno figures. Like, sweet, I need as much help as I can get. Everything organised, flights, hotels, blah, blah, blah. And then, so not many people actually know this, but 10 days to go, like, we had, like, the bike was, you know, due to arrive in America, arrived there, and it got blocked by customs. So the bike that we had bought, like a V2 Ducati, fully rebuilt, all the fast like all this stuff's a fortune, like a fast fill tank and dump tank to put the fuel in, rear wheel set up, front wheel set, even the rear wheel in the Ducati, you need to buy like a special nut that's like $2,000.
I've seen them,
It's, the money's mental. So
how come it got blocked?
We used this broker. See, the broker in here, broker in Northern Ireland, and a broker in the US, and whoever we used in the US, just they didn't know their arse from their elbow, just to put it politely. So yeah, the bike should have been what's called a carnet. It's like a loan of the bike going into the country. It's how, like, I don't know, MotoGP and World Superbike and all these lads move their bikes around, but this broker was like trying to import it as if you were like, you know, importing a car and
so it's going to stay there, like.
So they were like, where's the registration? And we're just like, what do you mean it's a race bike? Whole handling. So, like, with 10 days to go, I have no bike. I'm sitting there being like, with everything booked, the whole team's going, and you're like, and all the stuff, like, no joke, like 10 out of 10 stress. Carl, my wife's probably like, Ash, you're probably better off not going. I'm like, no way. Lost 12 kilos of weight, been training my backside off, like, all winter, all Christmas, being behaved. And you're like, oh, stop. And to the point where we're on Facebook, like on the marketplace, looking up, like old R6s.
Really?
Because
we were already in a market at this stage.
No, we were flying in like 4 or 5 days time.
Right,
we were like, this is like, say today's Wednesday, we're flying on Saturday.
So you're saying what's about in the US when you get over there? Like?
On a bike. So we hired a bike off the team. The team were really good, a really nice team, Rodeo Racing, but it was like their spare bike, and it was like.
It was near production grand, sort of thing, like
super. Like, is that a young fella's? Gus Rodeos?
Yes, super talented. He had actually come over. He'd done a BSB sport bike thing.
That's right. That's what
and done well. Like, it came. It's hard, just rocking over. And even in the Super Hooligan race, he was there. It was like, I think 3 or 4 factory Harleys, and then him on a V2 that he had pulled out of the junkyard or something. So, you know, he's good. So even his bike, I don't think was as hot as what it should be, because it's all in the speed traps, and the speed traps are like, you've been on the banking for like half a mile, or, you know, it's just flat out. It's a real true reflection. It's not like you've come out of, I don't know, the Northwest, you're coming through station or something. It's like, well, did you roll or did you?
Yeah.
And you can look at the lap, and you see the laps too. It's like, okay, I had a slipstream lap and an extra 3 mile an hour, or whatever. But no, we're down the bottom end of the speed. So it was what it was. But it was. So
you didn't even get on your own bike at all?
No. I think the bike's on. I think it's on the way back now. It's been handling. Honestly,
I haven't even got it back yet either.
No. Like, even getting it back for Easter is going to be tight.
And did the V2 that you rode, it feel much alien compared to the one that you...
It was just flat. It was you come off the banking and you're meant to, like, so you're up pretty high, right? And you like shoot down it to get a wee boost, and it would just go... right. Like, you're going by the pit lane or whatever, and they're like, the Stanley would be animated enough, and he's like, flat as well. But I am bigger too. So
the answer to what I seen watching it on the TV was like the leader, when he was lapping, didn't even slipstream.
I just rolled by you.
Just by. Didn't even use it in the bank. And like he's on the bank, and you think you would, he didn't.
You'd think you'd need something like, but he just glazed by you.
Yeah, so you could come out and sit, like if you come off the last kind of bus stops you can, if you got right, you couldn't even do a roll, because you didn't even want to pull out. You just wanted to hang in there. And it's like, if I got right in, then the thing would rev. But there was no way you were passing anybody. It was just like sit. Yeah. And the first lap, I was in the slipstream, the guy in front, but not right on his wheel. and like 5 of them passed me, and it was like lads, and I was like, if I get stuck behind you, and I was like 1 or 2 you could have kind of made your way through, and it was like that was it. It was like elbows up.
And what was this? See, like we hear these people talking about like the tires like bowling balls because they have to last like the distance. Did you notice that they were like?
Oh, the tires were. I quite liked.
Did you use the Dunlops?
Yeah, so we didn't have the full quick change setup, so I didn't change my front tire. So at the end, it was a bit. You know, like, it just felt like a wet that had worn. You're like, oh right, this is a bit kind of at the end of its life. But it was just were smart. But the rears were nice. You could actually,
were good.
Yeah. It was different. Because I don't ride the super sport bike much, so like you never really feel it spin up on the Pirelli. I always felt like you got the squish, but you never felt the much of the movement. Where in the Dunlop, you could feel you did a lot of
nearly
like, oh, it's lit up, but it's not. You know, if you really wanted to open it up, you knew it was there.
Yeah, it's not going to bite you. Like
it was super nice. Yeah.
Did you ever do Daytona, Alan?
Oh, long story.
Oh, we need to hear that.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You done it twice, did you?
No, once.
Once?
I went with John Rea in a 750 Yamaha.
Oh, now you're talking.
It could have been so good. That's all I'll ever say.
Oh,
could have
really?
been so good. That's what I kept saying to them before they went. Look, you must have that bike top spike. There's too much straights.
Yeah.
There's no substitute for it. You know, if your bike's down in power, you're
good.
it's going to be a long race. So I went to Daytona, and John Rea said to me, don't bring much out with you. He says they buy all the spurs outdoors for nothing, like far cheaper.
Yeah.
And he says we're paying for weight in the crate. So I went to Kirkuson probably late January, run in 4 pistons. And the bike, come back, took the pistons out, marked them to each cylinder. Yeah. Stuck the other pistons that were in it back in it. Loaded her up in the crate, and no spurs because
just the bike itself.
We're buying anything we needed out there.
Yeah.
So the first thing went wrong. We arrived at Daytona, and we met the maintenance men by chance.
Yeah.
And we were just standing where you book a garage, basically.
Right, okay.
And we met these boys, and they said, look, don't book one of them garages, you can use our workshop. Right. And we looked, it was sort of way over in the middle of the circuit. It was this
so these were boys that worked in Daytona?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were like hitmen or something.
No. Maintenance men. We went over, brilliant workshop.
Yeah.
Ice machine.
Right.
Great.
Full works.
Even the fresh orange thing.
Right.
Yeah.
For the parties.
Great. Brilliant. Except one thing. When you were in there, or just outside it, you couldn't hear the tannoid.
Oh, no.
So.
Bit like Kirkuson.
It's a bit. It was a little bit. No, it was like being parked down at Colonial whenever everybody was up in the thing.
Yeah,
but it was free, and it was actually there was nothing wrong with if things went right. So anyway, I went out in practice. I was going real good, like quick, and John Rea was over the moon quicker. He says, you're far quicker than Joey's ever been around here. Yeah. It's flying.
Did Joey do Daytona on that bike as well, did he?
Joey went for, I think Joey and John went for quite a few years. Yeah. Not sure how many, more than twice, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was all right. And every time I went out, nobody was passing me, and I was passing, and I felt good. And, we were in the hotel, and the news was on. They're giving me odds and all for the race. I'm there going, I'm living the dream.
Yeah.
So that was all right. So qualifying was the next morning. And we were in the thing, and we heard the superbikes thing. So, but no tire warmers in them days. Fired her up and ran her up the wee road, up the, what I would call the main paddock, and out. I think I was going good. I think I was going really good.
Yeah.
Tramping about 7 laps, flying, and she nipped up.
Oh.
That's all right. It's qualifying, but I was quick.
Yeah.
I knew that. Like, I probably wouldn't have went any quicker. Anyway, I was in around what I was going to be doing. And, come in, and I says, John, I just nipped the piston. I said, it's just didn't lock up really bad, just nipped it. And I said, John, I think there was motor in there. Yeah, I says, you're going really, really good. And the next thing says, superbike qualifying starts in 30 minutes. Shit. We went, superbike, so we were out in qualifying? No, we were out in the warm-up.
Oh, no.
Not qualifying. So there was no chance of fixing it, right?
Oh, no.
So I said, John, with another qualifying this afternoon, and tomorrow we'll one in the morning and one in the afternoon. I said, I have new cranks and all. I did bring them with me. I says, I'll have 4 pistons running. Yeah. I think sure we'll strip the bike, get ready,
and we'll get moving.
And we'll go out tomorrow morning. We'll qualify tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sounds sensible.
Yeah.
So I was down, the sunshine, I'm stripping. That's 4 cylinders thing. It's a bit of work.
It's a brave bit of work, yeah.
So I stripped it down, set the cranks in, in case it's cleaned out. You might laugh, I used grease. I didn't use like instant gasket. But if you have to have like good cases and clean everything fine. It was happy. Nice. Building away, and John Rea says, Alan, you going to be long? I says, me, John, as long as it takes me, I'm going as fast as I can. Like, he says, I says, why? He says, Joe Miller's wanting to know what time we'll be leaving for going for dinner.
Oh, right.
I says, well, John, we're out first thing in the morning. We'll have to finish this tonight. Like. So I'm working away. I'm over again. How long do you think it'd be? And I says, I'm getting the engine was putting the engine. I says, an hour. So that was all right. Got her in the oil in her and built her all up. They're waiting on me, and you knew they were waiting. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, the pressure was on.
The pressure was on. I'm not saying that in the bad way, but it was on. Yeah. So put the tank on, fuel, bump, perfect, crisp, bike sound, sweet, sweet ass. Right, let's go right through the bike and the workshop. Locked her up, and away we went. Out for dinner that night. Great, felt good. Got up in the morning, straight to the track, bike out. Super bikes for qualifying. This time we were standing up the road a wee bit and we heard the qualifying. We were on the ball. Yeah. So I'm running back to the bike. And them days when you'd done Daytona, you had to bring your own timekeeper. But what they done, you brought your own timekeeper. But they done.
Richard, was it?
I had Sam Marks, a Scania dealer. Right. No, it wasn't Sam's fault or nothing like. But they done spot checks on you. So if you say you lapped at 150 and you were really lapping at 152, you were right.
Right.
And they warned you like.
Right. Yes.
We'd do spot checks and you have to be. Like,
on the money?
Like you'd have to be 100th of a second, like, or something.
Right, okay.
We're going. So Sam was doing my timekeeping, up in the timekeeping hut, like big sort of glassy building. So I'd have went, third lap, bike's flying, down the back straight, and the next thing, backfiring like flipping hell, pulled into the pits. Looking at it, I says, John, I think the ignition's where. Stuck a couple of plugs. No spares van had turned up. None.
Oh, right.
They don't come the day before the race in them days. We'll find that out over there. So you had what you had. So a couple of plugs stuck a minute, started up, backfiring like mad. Qualifying's going on. Didn't qualify. You have to do 4 laps to qualify. That's what we were told.
Yeah.
So out would come, I'd done 2, and supposed to come into the pits, you cross the line, I'd done 3 laps.
Yeah.
But I hadn't done 4. So down we went. I'm running around looking trying to get an ignition. Couldn't get one nowhere. Come back, and just happened to be looking at the bike, and the 750 Yamaha, one of the exhausts comes up over the top of the engine. Yeah. And the ignition wire from the main ignition, I hadn't taped it. and I dropped down and touched against the exhaust, and I looked at it, and the plastic was melted in the bare wire. Took it, taped it up, nice job. Taped it to the frame. There was no ties. It's a ties in them days. Taped it to the frame. Hit it a bang. Boom.
Oh, brilliant.
Sweet ass. Like, bike was, I jetted it up one size from when it nipped up. It must have been so close.
Yeah.
But sweet, good. I says, we're fine. Qualifying. Out last qualifying. Out we went. Heading round. Third lap. Heading out of the banking, just coming out of the banking onto the straight. Now 750 with a wiggle, the wee
dancing a bit, was
the snake, just that little thing, and the next thing, wing, bang. I looked down to the left, there's just chain spinning.
No.
Sick.
I'll bitch, boy.
And I'm stuck at the fence in the back straight, and Conlaw come over. He says, "Oh, what's up? What's up?" I says, "It's broke a chain." I says, "Con, try and get me a chain." I need
one lap.
Con couldn't get a chain, and nobody.
Where's Ernie coach when they need him?
Where was Ernie coach when they needed him? Is correct. So I hadn't done
enough laps.
So we left it and went in I think it was the next morning or that after, might have been after qualifying, I'm not sure. And we went down to see the clerk of the course, and I said, "Look, I'm not interested in prize money or anything." I said, "Start me at the back of the grid." I says, "I haven't qualified. I've come from Northern Ireland, And he says, he says, "Boy, we've been watching you." He says, "You're going good," like my American accent. Yeah, boy. Yeah. So I said,
It's all a teleporter.
He says, "You're fast." He says, "What do you mean you ain't qualified?" He says, "You 4 times." So I told him, "Look, I went out in the wrong one in the first qualifying. I was out in the warm-up. Didn't get out then that. Decided to rebuild the bike and missed the second one. The third one, we thought to the nice in the wire, and then the chain broke." He says, I told him the story. I'd done 3 laps, and then it was on the 3rd lap and the chain broke. He says, "Boy, but you've done 4 laps. And I went, "Do you not have to do 4 in the one session?" "No, we just 4 laps over the 4 sessions." Right. Qualified.
Warm up and everything.
He says, "But wait." And that's the way he said it. And he went, "Hold on," he says. And he comes back out and he says, "We ain't got no timesheets for you. Where's your timesheets?" He says, "We have our times." He says, "We know you're fast. You know you're qualified. Your speed. Da-da-da." He says, "But we ain't got no timesheets." So we jumps on the car and runs up back up. Sam marks. "Sam, where's the timesheets?"
Don't.
He didn't do 4 laps. He says, "I'll do them in the bin."
Oh, no way.
So over to the course and said to him, "Hey, we binned it." He threw them in the bin. He says, "That's not a problem." He says, "We have an industrial bin outside the thing." He says, "Go over and empty it." He says, "Find your sheets. Empty it and go through them all." He says, find your sheets. "No problem." He says, "You're in." Went over, flipping
bin open
down, opened the lid of the big bin. It was stone empty.
Oh no.
And the boy says, "What are you looking for?" "We need our time sheets so in the bin." He says, "The bin lorry left 10 minutes ago."
What?
You didn't go chasing the bin lorry or anything like that, they just...
Oh, we didn't chase the bin lorry.
Like Toy Story?
And that was it. I stood and watched.
With not any compensation, no?
No.
Even if they had...
No, and like in them days, you got like £1,000 to qualify. I was skint.
Yeah,
I had every penny I had. I think
into
going
this,
there, and I'd probably think I was coming home with thousands.
Yes.
So anyway,
I put a bit of a downer on.
I sold Sam Marks. I was skint. I sold him a pool table. I actually sold it and took the wife round. We weren't married then. And I took her round to the bank and made her cash her traveller's checks because I think she thought she wouldn't have to spend anything.
Yeah.
And she says, how much will a cash? And I said, all of it. So we actually were married, you know. Now I think of it, because she bought me the pool table for Christmas. And
You sold it to Sammy Marks.
I sold it to Sam Marks. So that was it. But see, when I come home, a long story short, I never took a plug out of that bike for 200 miles, just to prove to myself that I had it.
Yeah.
I had it. We were so on the pipe, like Easter Saturday and Monday.
You smoked it.
But my brake, I was from the high speed braking at Daytona. I was so tuned in. I done 200 miles. I remember saying to John, "And take a plugs out of it." I never took a plug out of it.
Yeah.
I says, "I've done over 200 miles, John."
Wow.
I says, "Without touching it, just to prove to myself."
And this is like 2-stroke. This is
It's
nearly to be stripped after every race.
Yeah, didn't touch.
Was there bad vibes with Sam then?
No, he didn't know, and that's the truth. You know, I think he felt it. I think I felt so bad, but he felt bad because he'd been it. But we all thought we had to do 4 laps.
Yeah. There seems to be like a curse with Daytona with people from this country. Have you ever noticed that?
It's a handling.
No one ever gets like an easy run of it. Like
no. It's so far away and it's so alien. You get there and it's just like, this isn't Kyrgyzstan. The stand is it's massive. Just when you go there, you're like, how's this even real?
Yeah. Need at least to go to Mandela first before you.
I don't know when you were there, but they done it when I was there. Like the hotel we were staying in, like men would have arrived in their car with a trailer or their van, and they brought out their Harleys or whatever and sat them outside the hotel.
Oh yeah,
it's a footpath.
Yeah,
they never read that bike once.
No, just seen to be seen, like.
They had their gear on.
Really?
And sat on the bikes.
Like the movies.
The
whole, so Daytona Main, this
at the elevator.
Daytona Main Street is, it's big, and it's just this big main street, and then I think the pier, something is at the end, and it's just lined with Harleys, but not your regular Harleys you'd buy out of the shop. They're like totally souped up, like all this mad Harley stuff, and all the lads with the jackets, and most of them are sitting there, and they are cruising up and down, but you're like watching them cruise, and they're like taking off, and they're like, you're like, oh my god, stop!
It's like a CBT.
You're like revving it, and like, you're just like, there's so much stuff sitting about, and then people with their like a bar still on the side of the, like just on the pavement watching. It's like, lads, just go up the road a bit there, be a bit more exciting. But I'm sure it's what
do you think you would ever do it again?
It would need to, I could like to.
Or that's probably a different question. Would you ever? Is there anything else kind of on your bucket list that kind of, you know, like the way Daytona tends to be on everyone's kind of bucket list? Is there anything?
You want to go to Daytona?
Me so fucking much.
Fuck
it on.
It's a Saturday race.
It's a Saturday race.
Yeah.
But it costs about 10 grand to do it, doesn't it?
That's no bother. Sweet.
Your team would put some effort in there.
I would love to do it, man.
I know a good broker for customs.
No, it always just, it looks.
And have you not suggested to them?
Oh, I've suggested to, like, well, not that I suggested, but it's like, you know.
Well, Jason,
you know, it takes a lot of effort,
Winston,
like, and a lot of time. I know,
it's
they're
not
mad
too expensive. It is expensive. It is, and it's not. Like, see, once you're out, it's not like, say you go to Spain. I was looking at it being like, I could go to Spain and do the whole track day thing. And you see you're on track for probably 4 days, and you're like, right, well, there's probably like at least 3 sets of tires a day, even 2 sets of tires a day. You're like, right, there's 8 sets. Well, you don't even use that many over the
over there,
like, right, getting the bike out, well, that's a Stanley problem. You can manage that. And then it's not that. It's like, it's not.
It's crazy as you think. Like,
it is like.
Because I remember hearing like Hickman's budget to it, and it was something extortionate. But I think they were doing like, they were going OTT at it.
Yeah,
such,
but he needs to. Hickman's bigger than me, and you see, like, for him to be at the sharp end, like, I don't know how he gets the bike or how he gets aero on his side.
Yeah.
The aero stuff and having like 3 mile an hour would be massive. Like, I was 10, 12, 15 down on the top as you're like, it's just impossible. Where he needs to be in that top 4 or 5. It's all speed. Like,
well, he blew his budget out of the water, didn't he?
I can't say he's not bringing out a new bike. like that six. No,
yeah, like
Yamaha.
636. Yeah. Well, they're not bringing like a big CC one like the same like every manufacturer's doing, like where you go big and like smaller kind of amount of cylinders and stuff. They're sticking that 636, like, which I think if the balancing rules are right, like it will still be competitive, like. And
the horsepower's good on it.
Horsepower is good on it, and it is pretty torquey compared to like all like the old 600s, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And
it's more affordable.
It's a bit more affordable as well. Like, well, it isn't because you're still having to extract power of the engine, if you know what I mean.
The Ducatis, one's going about this whole next gen super sport stuff. I get that the initial outlay is a lot, but see if I was buying my own bike, it's like, right, say you're going to be 12 grand deep for a fairly average R6. It is an average R6 at best, and you're going to probably have to spend a bit on it.
Yeah.
And you're looking at the end of the year, you got like at least a 4 or 5 grand rebuild bill. If we go for a V2, it's like.
The thing is, you're future-proofing yourself as well with these bikes, because the R6, they don't make them anymore. They're like in like 4 or 5 years' time, or even less. Like they're not going to be competitive at all. Like because every other
pre-injections would have been. It's that it's time repeating itself when the pre-injection class to the fuel injected 600s.
That's true. When you think of it like that, but I still can't get my head around it. Like,
why?
It's you're spending massive money tuning a bike, to then spend more money to detune it.
That's only like a few.
Like
the R9, they're having to put like big cams and stuff. So do you know like the way they're throttle restricted? Like and they don't come out of the Charles Hurst there with deadly horsepower. So they're having to like put different cams in and putting like a lot of work to it to get like I don't know like 150 brake to then pull it out. If you know what I mean, it's like nearly false economy.
But they're a terrible bike. There's like none of the family here associated with Yamaha, but it's white. It's well known that they're soft. The frames are breaking. That's a terrible.
I think you have to do like a lot of stuff to even get them to like a certain amount of competitive. I think there's swinging arms and everything crazy. Like and
even
like,
in Daytona, they weren't. They weren't
that competitive.
Like
the Ducati looked like the tool. Like
but to me, the Ducatis are bloody expensive too. Like. Could everyone not just ride a Suzuki 715?
That's what one BSB. The races speed. Bike was decent.
He did ride it well. No doubt about it.
Was there many Suzukis at Daytona?
There was a few. Yeah,
that M4 would be quite well kind of versed, wouldn't it? Your man Ty Scott and stuff like.
Looking at that class, I think the Suzuki seems to be the cheapest one to do, and it's competitive.
Plus, if you're up the road, I'm sure you could pick up parts.
I just go to T-Map or Trainers or something and get something.
Getting out 750 engine, away you go.
No, there's a lot to be said for that. Like, do you think like other classes are going to take up that type of approach?
I don't know. I'd hear this. Do you ever notice now? See when you ride, you'll notice, but you definitely don't know. You go on the Super Twin, you done the Super Twin, then the Super Sport, and they're like. They're pretty crap. Not crap. They're just so slow compared to the superbike.
Yeah.
And then at the same time you jump on the superbike and you're like, should we be doing this?
Like
stalker, like like some like whatever like the BSB lads, and you see the tracks they're at, or even some of the places where we're at, it's a bit ropey. Coming out of Kirkson last corner is hellishly dangerous. Like, do you not want to crash there? That's true. That's so.
You think we're a pack of pussies?
No. I keep looking at that barrier, and if you ever look at it, they have it up like that, and then this bit that's bent.
Yes.
Faces out towards the track.
Yeah.
And I go,
if anyone got it wrong.
Over the white line in the wet before.
No.
Do you remember Cookstown? Cookstown, you coming out of the last corner at the bar, and there's this fence, and it's like a corrugated fence, but the spikes at the top of it.
Yeah.
They only started covering that like 10 years ago.
Do you think there will be a stage where like superbike racing is going to be like no more? Because I've heard this before, like in conversation where like
I actually think it could happen.
Yeah,
I think. What other classes do you bring in?
I had this argument over the weekend.
Someday there's going to be a limit in power. So they're going to have
to cap something like
outside,
but then you have it in Formula 1 and the things are missiles, and your reaction time if somebody even misses a gear when you're slipstream.
Oh, did you see the Formula 1 last weekend, the first round, Australia? And who was it off the line? Didn't get off the line, and they were fucking
I must
Yeah.
didn't see us there. I watched the
Scary, like.
Chinese one.
But then see when you talk about the bikes, our bikes are nothing compared to what MotoGP has. But
No,
then
of
they know
course,
they're
like-
a whole different ball game, like circuits and runoff.
But the problem is, what we're racing is based on a market as well. Like, because like there will be a stage where like manufacturers won't be building superbikes because just don't sell. Like,
could you imagine taking it out?
Well,
you
you
went
work
for a
there,
bike sales
do they
place,
not
but
sell?
taking it out
No,
the
they
road.
don't.
They're the slow sellers.
yeah, that's you'll notice like see our market of like what motorbikes sell. We'd be lucky. Well, maybe not say this, but we'd be doing like low quantities of superbikes compared to like majority of them naked bikes. Like,
Yeah.
so probably in the next 10
The
years time,
adventure
probably
type.
none of us are going to be racing at that stage. Like, but
Yeah.
it'll probably be like a lot more like naked ferned bikes, if that makes sense. Like it'll be a bit more like Super 20.
Just practical.
Yeah.
I bought
the
myself
Arnold,
a
yeah.
nice 750 Suzuki water bucket.
Did you?
They sell their two-stroke.
Did you?
Where recently?
Yeah.
Where'd you get that from?
A boy had a 380 GT for sale, and I went to see it. I have a nice theory, like
Yeah.
that's my weakness. Well, like classic bikes and horses.
Yeah, there's a boy up the road here has a water bucket, or I don't know if he still has it, but it's a race bike, like.
Did there is some?
The 750.
TR 750 they called
Was
it.
it? Yeah.
I think it was a TR 750.
My granda got one. Didn't tell anyone about it, and he brought it into the garage. Like, we had the wee 350 with Trevor's 250 and stuff. And there's this big blue thing sitting in the corner. I was only a cub, like, I'll never forget it. There's this big, massive blue tank sitting in the corner. But Trevor, he walks in and he goes, "What the is that?" And, "Oh, we 750 I got you to ride there." And Trevor says, "Get that thing out of here right now. You want to see this thing?" It was an animal. And he didn't even say, never even rode it. He wouldn't have rode it. He wouldn't have been
Me
mad
and the
enough.
wife went out on it that Sunday. There, Sunday before, it was a good day.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Didn't go far. It's Whitehead and then up to Glengorm.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's the thing.
She's not a restoration job. She's good to go, like.
I said no. It's just totally original.
Yeah.
Totally.
Oh, mint.
Every nut's got the Suzuki sign. on it.
Oh.
How long will it be until you strip it?
Nice.
Yeah.
What?
How long will it take you until you strip it?
No.
Are you going to Kirkson here to get a couple of fresh set of pistons put in there and get
I'm
them
going to run it in for
run it in?
No.
Yeah.
There's a Forgotten Air track day on the 29th of March.
No, I'm not taking. Do you want to know something? It actually wouldn't anyway, because like it wouldn't handle like
Me and Korie will test it.
The
for
thing-
you. Gareth,
yeah,
jump on
yeah.
I have
it.
a KH 400.
Yes.
They sell.
There's one I am in the showroom there.
Is there?
I'll show you it after.
I've one of them, and I've a nice theory as well.
Yeah.
The wee KH, that wheelie's in between gears, knowing they're changing. I love lifts the wheel still. Like, he thinks I'm
It's
mad.
like your Achilles heel. It's like,
You still get that wee buzz, but
yeah.
the water bucket, they had a line, like a join the tarmac, and this
It follows it.
You think
like a
something
rut.
wrong with the tire, but
Yeah.
it's all right. Like,
That's actually a good question as well. There's you talking about obviously messing about in road bikes. Would you have rode road bikes throughout your career? Like, would you have road bikes on the road?
I wasn't, like I always say, I wasn't Brian Reed or Johnny Rea. I had the silver spoon. I had to sell my road bike to go racing.
To go racing.
Yeah.
Go racing.
That, and I don't get me wrong, my dad gave me everything he had. Not for the first couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then he gave me every penny he had. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't get a new 250 set to me when I was starting there.
I love these digs, man. We're starting like podcast base here. Like, it's unreal.
You see the comments
Yes.
now. I don't actually think. Does Brian Reed even have a bike license? I was talking to some.
He might have, but if you have to pay for it, he definitely would.
Oh no!
Class.
Oh no!
Class.
Because I was talking to the boy. There's a fella up the road there, and he was saying he took Brian for his test, and he kept failing it. I don't know if that's true or not, but it might not be.
I think we're getting them on a couple of weeks here, so we're tired about that.
He's struggling to get his foot in the ground.
Right, Brian, you have to come on here and
defend yourself here.
Yeah.
Have you got your road bike license?
No, dude. No
It's too
way.
dangerous. What are you talking about?
Yeah, nuts. You see, I do a lot of road cycling, and you'd see boys up the coast road, like the Antrim Coast Road.
That's a dangerous road on a bike.
You see lads come around, and they're like, they're on the way in, and they're starting to hit it. You're like, oh, stop, please! Like, what he's doing.
It's crazy the amount of racers that I've never rode a bike on the road. Like, I've never rode a bike on the road. I'd done a CBT about 2 years ago, and it scared the balls out of me. Like,
out the back here with Rolling?
No, I wasn't with Rolling. It was a guy, Stevie Mills. Me and him and Kate took a blast up, and we were riding around like Brochine, seeing like hotels and stuff like that. And I was riding like a Z650 or something. I'm tucking along. I see like 30-40 mile an hour around the country road. I prefer to do 130 round deaders. I felt more comfortable. Like, it scared the fucking life out of me.
You do get used to it, but
I don't know. I don't know.
I rode, the race bike I had, the ZX10.
Yeah.
I put the lights and all back on it and
took a ZX10 on the road.
Yeah, with slick tires and all. It took me from my house where I was living at the time, in Fulmer there in Lisburn, to Hillsborough to get the tires warmed up, because it was like slick, cold slick.
No, that's freaking me out. Like.
But you just have to, I'd say you as well, because you're a bit younger than me. When we were young, like, we would have tested. I'd have tested up and knocked the sleeves through a big long straight.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go to that there on a 600 or something. I'd be mental.
Or
I couldn't think anything worse.
Khalid used to test in Khalid there, the old entrance to the airport and stuff. Big long straight up and down, up and down.
Now
we just do it through his
head. Get bottomed out, and you just be like,
we just go to fucking Elkies and just get something down.
We didn't have that.
No.
I used to, just when you were saying about, you see people on road bikes think, they're mad riding superbikes. I was the exact same. When I rode a BMW, I seen someone in Newcastle on a BM.
The same bike.
The same bike.
And I'm like, my brains when I see that.
Like, this thing tries to kill me week in, week out, and you're on a fucking road?
No.
Madman.
Not. Boys, I want to get back into a wee bit of like racing.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
If you know what I mean. I forgot to go to the sidetrack there. Right?
We're trying to sell road bikes here.
So, like, at the last year podcast, it was kind of dripping into like the young fellas starting the race.
Yeah.
So you would have been like the first to kind of, the second generation Irwin's going.
Yeah.
So what did you start off on? Was it like a PW then?
Yeah, all that sort of PWs. Would have been, was it Lambs? Was it the 50? All was like a
Lamb.
Like a same as it would be like a Talajet or a Pliny, sort of like similar manufacturer, let's say. So all that stuff for, like, I was handy enough at it when I was younger. When the younger I was probably better. And then, I don't know, probably took let's say from I was, 7 or 8 through to was 9 or 10. I didn't win British Championship races, but in and around the sharp.
Oh, so you were doing the British time as well?
Yeah, British kids. And then I'd say I probably took a bit of a dip when I was a teenager. I was like pretty small or late bloomer or whatever, so really wasn't as strong. And then at the end, it was going okay. Like I couldn't care less for it. Like it was.
Yeah.
We're out partying on a Thursday. I remember going out partying on a Thursday night, whole shotting a full blown Irish Championship. This was there's decent enough riders about, and like being in the lead, being like, I really shouldn't be here. And like a couple of laps, you'd have hung it. You'd been grand for a few laps, and then you'd have blown
it. I just feel, what about me? I took 4 of them to the British Championship.
All 4 of them?
All 4.
Jesus.
You
and all of them needed tires.
Alan did give me a flag to do. In fact, they actually
remember this.
They actually give me a flag to do in the morning and the afternoon for another one, and the next day.
I hated doing that.
And I says, "How long? I'm here, me on 4 kids. I don't mind doing a flag. I know I have to flag, but can't have me flagging once in the morning, once in the afternoon, and then same the next day."
How did you manage? Was any of us in the same class?
Yeah, we did.
No,
or were you like
an odd time?
Me and Graeme raced together the last year I raced in the adult racing. Graeme was unbelievable, just disgusting. Me and Graeme never raced. We must have.
But I'm just trying to think, Alan, if it was yourself and then obviously the 4 of you.
Made breakfast.
I had to feed them, like, no point not putting fuel on them, like.
Oh no.
Master, you know, like proper old school kitted out, like nothing.
Yes, I know.
flash, like,
All sleeping mattresses.
like,
Like,
foam about an inch thick to sleep on. You know?
And it was
I- that's
alright.
been
Like,
like-
it was comfortable enough. Like,
yeah.
Brilliant.
We used to
Ice.
fight over it, which is there was nothing fancy about it. So if you sat in the front, it was warm and cozy. So say you were going from like our house to, I don't know, Donamana or Ballycally, it was like
Yeah.
the guts of a 2-hour drive. See if you were in the back on like a March morning, you were like, you got there and it was lashing. It was like, I'm already cold.
I like, you know, the ones like
Coach dryness the whole journey. You know, like,
Sitting on top
you
of
thought
bikes and
coach
everything.
not to keep warm when you got there, coach to keep warm for you on your journey.
Yeah.
Journey there.
we were at the British Championship, and it was one race that was quite mucky. It was heavy going, and we come in, and was that Graeme or Graeme and Glenn? Anyway, so, you'd ones that fancy motorhomes and showers. Some had showers outside and all. And this, someone said something. I was power washing the bike, and they said to me, "Why do we not have a shower?" I said, "We do have a shower." And they looked at me. I walked in the thing. I had a bar of soap, and I went like that with a bar of soap. I said, "Right, take your gear off and strip their white fronts and put the power hose on." From a distance like that. And you know something, power was or not, they washed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Sitting spotless.
No skin left.
When you were doing the British, then would have like Andrew being on the 65, Glenn 85, and then or like what was
Andrew ones that was 65, Glenn and Andrew, or Glenn and Graeme, but would have been like 85 together.
Yeah.
And
then
Ross
you're on
would
the
have been
125.
125.
Yeah.
There's 12 years, me and Andrew, there's 12 years difference.
There's 12.
No, 6, that's been 6, sorry, 6, only 6.
Yeah, I thought you were fucking mid-40s.
not quite yet.
Yeah.
I was only 6, yeah.
Yeah, and the KTMs kept knitting the pistons, catching the ring in the exhaust port that year.
You out with a wet and dry.
Were you all in KTMs, yeah?
Glenn and Graeme were.
Yeah.
It was constant. Like it was like after the race, like barrel, piston.
Disaster.
Was, yeah.
Yeah.
And like they were normally good. It was just that year they were catching.
And how many years did you do the British stuff?
Not
Was it like a full
loads.
British assault, or was it just the odd round?
Yeah,
or was it...
we've done it a full assault, maybe a couple of times. I think I broke my arm one year. We were
You
going
broke
to do
your
it for a
arm
year.
in
Broke my elbow.
Finley, I think it
Yeah,
was.
Doncaster. It still doesn't
Doncaster.
straighten. It was a disaster. Done it when I was younger. I've done it in the 60s. I think I've done most of it. And then that year, I broke my arm. And then maybe the odd one here there. Graeme would have done it. Graeme was faster. Like, Graeme
That's what I was about to
deserved
ask.
it,
Was
so-
like, was Graeme the
Graeme's
top or
good.
one of such like in the motocross scene?
Yeah, because like obviously money was tight.
Ross
so-
always had the style. No, I'm not just saying that.
Yeah.
He
No,
actually
that's what I
did
wanna
have,
hear, like.
but didn't always want it. You know,
If I wanted,
know.
if you wanted it, you someday.
Yeah,
I'll give you on the four boys. Glenn could have won out and won an Ulster Irish Championship race, like on a 250 KTM.
Yeah.
Well, if he won the first race, he might as well put the bike in the back of the van, because all he done was pose about the paddock the rest of the day. He had zero interest in racing again. Oh, no. That was him. I want to race back. I said to him one day, what's it? He won the first race and he was 8th in the second one. And I said, bike all right? Bike's fine. I'm happy. You happy? I said, oh, Glenn, I'm delighted. Graeme was a wild one. You had to curtail him, tell him to be done.
Was he hungry? Was he?
Some of the stuff he
Jumping
done.
like it's.
You were telling me about this. Aye.
If he'd done certain jumps, I would have.
There was
told
we
him to put
done.
it
There was
Really?
an
balance.
evening supercross event they done at Tandragee like one year. It was really good where they got some of the, because the kids and the adults were always separate. Like you knew just by name who was winning, but you didn't know. So we never got the ride with the adults, and they'd done this series where they had the kids and adults together, like big crowds and all the rest of it, and had this section. It was like, I think it was like double, single, but it was big. Like even doing the double was like, oh, that's what you kind of done. And maybe Crockard or somebody, it might have been Crockard, but there was one of the adult, I think it was Crockard, done it where it was like triple double. It was massive, like totally massive. Them probably on a 252 stroke at the time. Graeme on a 125 Kawasaki, like probably bog standard. Tripled it. He was not just that's the kind of stuff he'd have done. Like just been like, that kid is totally wired. It's just,
if he's seen something, I can do that too.
Look, a good few examples of him. I don't know if you ever, Desert Martin used to be this jump. You come down into the arena section. It's like just where all the vans are parked. You like hit a tabletop. There's a wee hump. You're herping and then away back to the finish line. Yeah. I think he's the only person ever to double it, and he genuinely did double it. It's humongous. It's complete stupidity doing it.
That's stupidity. Did he make the corner?
No, he came off in the corner.
He jumped the jump, but he couldn't get slow down.
That's all
but he must have like severe control, like bike feel.
Probably you laugh at me saying, I don't know what happened with him too was he was quite, he could ride, and then there was ones were saying, we think you could do that. And he did do it.
Yes.
And it's all right saying, I always say the same thing, can you do it 30 out of 30? Because you can't do it 30 out of 30. Don't do it.
Yeah. I remember you saying last time before, like you were having to tell Graeme, if you jump that thing the way I think you're going to, it's going in the van, like we're not fucking messing.
I meant it, like it wasn't like. I honestly can say this. Most fathers were pushing their kids and jump that, and I was sitting down.
Please don't. He done a stint in the British Superbikes, didn't he?
Yeah, that was later on.
He was really good.
Just when you were saying there about, I remember seeing a photo of him over Cadwell. In fact, they were following him a bit over Cadwell and talking about his motocross background, and well, you can see it here, Cadwell Park, and he's 5-10 feet.
There's actually a class photo, I think it's on Twitter or something, and like me and Graeme done a track day around Cadwell. And I need to find it because Graeme came up and he's like free or whatever, jumping at ridiculous, and there's me like a wee wanker, just like in front of him, maybe doing a wee wheelie, like, and it's just like I think I'm actually looking behind him. Graeme's like, wherever my shoulder is where his back wheel is. Like,
you have to remember that's what he would have done in motocross.
It was like wee bumps to him, like,
was, but even in the jump compared to most. Like, if there was anybody going to clear a double or triple,
it was going to be Graeme.
Like that's the classic example is like that Cadwell jump. Where you'd have been like, most people would have been like pussyfooting over at the first go. Graeme saying away.
But then Glenn and Andrew was quite good at motocross. Now, Andrew would have got like fourth, not in Britain, the 65, not in the thing, and then Andrew broke.
He broke his back.
At Tandragee.
No, he didn't crash. He just he was a leg straight or something. He landed, compressed himself.
Me and Johnny Rea were standing together, so we're like, and we went, and he just sort of freewheeled over the edge of the track and fell over.
I remember. I remember listening to something about when Andrew was younger and was like motocross, and he was in like a clean dilemma. Thought he didn't know if he wanted to do motocross, like ride ponies. I was like conflict between the two. Like he didn't know if he wanted to ride horses or race motocross.
Pink Pony Club.
But Andrew was more timid as a kid. He didn't. He went to the racing a lot and then didn't race. Like only the bike was in the van,
like a no-show.
He was 6 and all he was.
See how he fares out there.
Okay.
Was there ever any like motocross stuff? No,
nothing.
Never.
You would have. The only thing you'd have said would have been like, never like, no, like do this, do that. You're riding crap. It's like just try. Like just give
try.
It a go. Like. It's like I've spent every penny and more to get you to have this.
Please, at least one lap.
Yeah.
It's like I'm competitive. So I will say, do your best. You can't do any more than your best. And if you do your best, you're happy.
Yeah.
And I would still say the main thing that anybody out there, there's kids, they've got to have fun. The minute you take the fun out, even with us, take the fun out of it, the speed will go out the window.
That's true.
You wouldn't go to Bishop's Court or Kirk. You wouldn't just be like, if it's not fun, like, what the hell am I doing here?
You see it time again, like with riders, especially like in BSB and stuff, where if the fun stops, you can see that they're losing, like, it's just consistently losing, like, money, power, effort, everything's just, it's just a wasted affair.
While you're having fun, you have a burn in you.
Yes.
And when the fun stops, the burn stops, and that's when you go.
That's a good way of putting it. Like,
this sounds like a Bet Victor advert or something. When the fun stops,
there's a lot to be said for it. Like,
there's a lot to be said for our racing at home too. Like, that's
brilliant race.
Our superbike races class. But say you're like, what's it comparable to? You go do your stock 1000 thing at BSB, and it's like, right, I'm leaving on a Wednesday night. At best, be home Sunday night or Monday morning. I've got my ass whopped for like 3 days, just hand it to me. Nothing more you can do. And you're back to work on a Monday morning. Somebody goes, how did your weekend go? And it's like, where did we go to Bishop's Court? And you're like, I was a hero, I was in the top 5 or something. It's easy. You have your Chinese on a Saturday night, you have a couple of beers, you don't need to be a full weapon in the gym. It's fun.
You're right.
Absolutely.
Like, I think like racing over here, we've talked about plenty of times, like in different podcasts, it's coming back into like a bit of a golden era. I think there's a lot.
So too.
I think it's turning into like.
I was saying that Johnny Rea, we were all the way to the chat show thing, and I was saying to him, I said, you should come and watch an Ulster 600 to superbike. So it's not just them 2 classes. Everybody starts and comes through classes, but you go out there and watch the race, it's fantastic.
Unreal. It is.
It's fantastic. Like,
it is.
It's
but
close.
you need the premier class as a draw for a kid.
Correct.
Anybody coming through, it was like, what's your goal? And my goal is to go to BSB. That's not attainable because it's you only, I don't know, 60 or 70 grand a year.
Yeah.
You don't need that to have fun. It's like, this is super fun. We're getting good recognition. There's good teams. Actually, the teams are really good.
And do you know what's BSB good in it when you watch it? It's quite feisty.
Yeah.
Like there's no tally ho. There's so much lifting and ones over grass.
There's elbows
and elbows, and
it's proper racing.
It's proper racing.
Yeah,
but it's not bad. It's grand. It's not. It's
proper racing.
It is. And you've proved the talent here as well, because there's BSB teams coming over here, Sunflower Classic Bike Festival, and our boys are beating them.
Yeah.
Well, you're seeing like, this year, like in the last 3 years, went strength to strength. You're getting more like ex-BSB race winners.
Yeah.
See, like superbike class.
You're talking about yourself again, huh?
Yeah, I love it. I'm actually looking at that mirror over there while I'm talking about it.
I think I get fed up with it, like, but I'm used to it.
But as you say, that there's starting a team. People are putting money behind it. There's nice, well-presentable teams. Like Easter Saturday, like Green Light Television's going to it. Like, so, like, there's.
I haven't got my entry in yet.
I haven't got my license. But
comedy, more important, comedy corner.
Yeah, comedy corners.
For the record, the entries closed last Saturday.
Did they?
Yeah.
Are you
telling me you're going to get a late entry special treat?
Hopefully.
Live on that?
I'm
only keeping you going.
But
we'll plug the Easter weekend.
Plug the Easter weekend. Please give me an answer.
On a serious thing, anybody that went to racing years ago and they talk about the good old days, and when you hear with yous and all that, the racing now is second to none. It's fantastic. What is it in? 10 or 20 quid. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Unreal. I'm actually genuinely concerned about his health when he's watching the racing, because he's up with me in the box and the excitement is oozing out of him.
I love it.
And I'm like, calm down, Alan, please. We're not insured.
Do I get a buzz up there?
Yeah.
100%.
There is something about it. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. See if there's like a good race of something, like, there's nothing better, is there?
No, that's great. It's fantastic.
There's so many races where it's just been dinged on. But it's not 1 or 2. There's like 5 or 6, and then it brings everybody in together. Like, the whole thing is just.
There was superbike and supersport races during last year, and there was 12 years dicing for the lead.
Yeah.
I had a migraine by the end of the day.
Yeah. And you're standing there watching them all go down into the hairpin or something and going,
It's so tight. You're like, you can't make a pass because it's like, the keys
thing is, see when it is like at like close racing where it's like corner after corner, it then like it doesn't have to be the quickest lap times, but it buries everyone up, and then it makes just for good view and good watch.
You come in and you're like, is it the front? The range is only done 108. It doesn't
matter. The game we're sitting saying like, you're doing a great job in the commentary, like. You know, I'm not blowing you up, but
he's looking.
It's probably making it easier for you because, like, I remember like in Might at Big D, and you thought you heard Big D and you heard this race was exciting, and you run up the bank to watch maybe, and you looked over and like the leader was 4 seconds ahead of the boy in second place, and Big D was so. He made it sound like it was close.
It was really excitable.
You don't have to do that because it's so close out there. You are excited.
These guys make my job really fucking easy.
Lost a few beers,
What would be a thing that you would change, Alan? See if like we got you the gold chain, you're the president of the MCA. What would you change?
That's a whopper.
Honestly, I would run it a bit like BSB.
Yeah.
The superbike and the 600s will be a set time. I'm sorry to any other class, but you want to get to them, the main classes. You start off where I started off in the small class, and you work your way.
Like we all do.
Till you get into them classes. No saying, the 125s or the somebody will love me saying this, like the classics were last week. I'm not knocking classic racing because it won't be last on the first day. I'm not saying they should be last every week or something.
I know what you mean.
But there should be. I would go in order. Superbike and 600 prime times.
Yes.
The superbike should never, ever, ever be after 4 o'clock. Never. And the 600 should be the race before it.
Right, yeah.
Well, because basically the race is an event. You're trying to, that's your product. Your product is the event. So you're going to make the event as attractable to people as possible. And people like certainty. It's like, okay, cool. If I'm there at that time, these races are on. And this is you can't market every race or build a story up, a rivalry, or whatever you want to build it up. It's easier to look at 2 classes, 3, I don't know, a small number of classes that are the premium for whatever reason.
Yeah. Has to be.
It's not hard to do.
It's just like a business.
It's like a business. It's a thing. You have TV going to it. But truthful, if you have a man...
but it is a business. That's exactly what it is.
And we all have wives, and maybe he's going out that night for dinner. No wife. Before he leaves, you make sure you're back, for we're going out here the night. Or I don't know about you, but I've heard it. Right? So... if you go to Kirk's and you say, the superbike races, I would have it like 3:45 latest. I'd do BSB, where it's over for 3:30.
Yeah. You know, that's, you're right, like.
And people have, some will say, what the hell, he's talking just at superbike 600s.
Yeah.
Them 2 races will be over for 4:45.
Yeah.
Then you do what you like. If you want to go home or you want to stay and watch the Super Twins, and I'm not knocking that. Ross was rare. That's where he started, and so did Andre. So like that's where we started.
Yeah.
Well, Andre started in 125.
He did. Yeah.
The other thing with that is, and I've had this, is where you could say to friends, maybe business owners, you say, come on, watch the race. And you might throw me a few quid because they own a business or whatever, buy me a set of tires.
Yeah.
When's it on? I think these are lads that are into football or, something that's like...
They're not going to stay. They're not going to stay at 5:30.
No.
Well, you see, like the likes of BSB, right? Well, for start off, it's called British Superbikes, which means that the title, same as Ulster Superbikes, Superbikes is the main class, whether we like it or not, okay?
Well, 100%.
So And you see sometimes if there's a delay in their schedule in BSB, like in the they would suck a class out and put it at the end.
And they'll
sure
change
the
it over.
gets its time.
That's what I'm saying. Them 2 races have to start 8:00. Well, our race is a bit shorter. Quarter past 8, quarter to 4.
Put the super sports right out before superbike, so Corey's racked, then we can all.
Well, you've got to understand that. Without being funny, I'm going to be dead honest when I say this. If somebody says, you can't run the 600 directly before the superbike, for what reason? Because our races are 8 laps and a BSB's 12, 15 laps, right? And if you aren't fit enough to ride a 600, come in, jump off it and jump on your superbike and go straight out to the lane.
I think there's a wee bit of infrastructure in the back ones running around a wee bit maybe to consider.
I feel like that was targeted.
I feel like
I'd probably go along with and have one race between them, and you might laugh at me.
I agree with you. Like,
I'm gonna really put my foot in it, so I'm gonna say I would run like the super twin between the two. I would run 600 super twin superbike.
Enough for someone that need to go into a piss and come back. Like, one race is plenty. Like,
Jesus, there's some wrong there. You prostate trouble.
Like, it's a good thing. Our racing's class.
Yeah, the racing's fantastic.
It gets a lot of stick here and there, but it's just a load of people.
It's just
to go on the internet, really, isn't it?
A lot of people have their own opinions, but people who have been doing it and have been at it for years and years, they see things in the background. Yeah. And the likes of these ideas, it's maybe something that needs to be put forward.
Who knows, and who doesn't know doesn't matter. Yeah. So it's the kind of people who say,
well, what do you know?
Fuck off.
I've said it for a long time, and that's my honest opinion. And everybody starts off and gets started. What'd you start on?
Probably 125s. Well, mini motos and then probably 125s. Right. Yeah.
Well, that's sure. We've talked about you watching the talented kids. You and your brother, yeah.
I'm still dreaming on that.
I was 125 as well, like just in case anyone wanted to know.
No.
I was 200s.
You're a 200s. Oh, right. That's right. That's just,
my bike was originally a 200.
The only championship that I ever competed in that I never won.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Well, we'll have to dig it out. That'll be a change. We'll get you the 200 class back. We'll get this. We'll do the clean slate for you.
But then it's a it's good. It was all home tuning.
Yeah.
So, like, if you can't get tuner and you have a real tuning.
Class. Now, how come you never went down? Like, why was your transition to like short circuits not sooner? Was it just a lack of interest? Or
I just
didn't want.
I don't know.
Thirsty Thursdays and partying.
Kelly Wednesdays.
Beach club.
And probably the time that we all went to the track together, and then you wanted a bike.
Yeah. It came about by pure chance. Like the Glenanand, it was a Nicky coach track day in Glenanand. It must be one of his first ones or one of the early ones. And they were, I think with both out.
They were doing like instructors.
Like, sure, come on down for the crack. And I was like, maybe. And I was meant to be in the pub the day before. And I was like, I'm maybe riding a motorbike tomorrow. I'll give this a miss. Yeah. And that was it. It was August 2018.
But I knew nothing about this for maybe riding a motorbike. Like,
did you not know anything about it? No.
But they were riding a motorbike. I've done this in the last podcast. I think I told you. We arrived. They all threw leathers in the back of my car.
Right.
And then they said to me on the way down about, Dad, can you get me a bike to ride?
The stress levels back up again.
We go waiting racing for 25, 30, I don't know. And then turn around and walk into the paddock. Everybody will know you. They'll all be down to land you a motorbike for your son to ride on. But just fell into place, didn't it?
Sammy Crossett, he had a stock, I don't know.
The Super Twin Chinese.
Was this
Chinese class.
The first thing? Oh, right.
Was this like the first time you've ever been on like a road bike?
The only time I rode a road bike was in Bali with a surfboard alongside it. I was on that the gears, Brian, I didn't know how it worked.
I see never done like cheeky perks and track there.
Nothing. Not at all.
Real?
No. Done that in August. I don't think the thing in the front brake. I was like riding around Bishop's Court to the bar. I didn't know any different.
Yeah.
And then I think I actually went to Bali on holiday and it was like way surfing. I was like, I don't care about this anymore. I want to get this is way more fun. Mm-hmm. And we bought an ER6 on
no,
eBay.
you found one on eBay and you rang me. You said to me that there's one on eBay. See what you can buy it for. Bat
in Bali.
No, I was in Scotland. And it just so happened there was a British motocross championship on in Scotland. I said, what do you call it? It's near Edinburgh anyway. Mm-hmm. And that weekend, so I bought it off the guy on the phone.
Right.
He delivered it. Paid him, but never seen it.
Never seen it.
Bank transferred him the full amount, and he delivered. I wasn't flying into Sunday morning, and he delivered it on Saturday to the track.
Yeah.
And I arrived, and it was sitting outside at the side of the van, the stinking wet day. I going, wow. But the motocrossers, like, they leave bikes outside in the wet, you know.
Aye, right enough.
I said, no motocrosser. So it was a cracking bike too.
That was good. I took it to Kirkuson. It would have been the next week and a track day the next weekend.
Yeah.
And like basically no experience. It was like, first time out on it. 10 minutes, I'm getting this. Mm-hmm. Second time, came right into the fisherman's. I think it was the first lap out. Tipped her in. I was like, getting my knee down. Bang. It was like, this is just like motocross. Because as soon as you're like, you've got the grip.
Yeah.
Massive high side. Massive. Like, not even I hadn't even made the first apex. And it was like, boom.
Waiting for the berm.
Oh, the berm was not there. Blew the berm.
Another day of straightening things.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a track day. I don't think she was fixing it.
No, it was done. No, it was good job.
We had to park at that time.
And were you going to any like of Glen or Andrews races at this stage, or did you just completely clock out of motorbikes?
More clocked out, to be honest. Yeah, very rarely.
What year would this been?
That was 18.
18. Aye, so they would have been well in the BSB.
Oh,
like they were super class. Like.
But that day, like when he got on that bike and went out, the boys were saying, look at Ross, look at the smile on him.
Yeah.
He was buzzing. Remember you were sharing boots with Richard?
That's right, yeah.
Those on boots.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And every time we got off the bike, he had the biggest grin.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I said this before, but Davy Ray offering our Graeme, fuck me, that's R6 of his, and it was an Excelling bike. If anybody wouldn't have been worried about going out onto a track.
Graeme went out that day.
Graeme went out as well. Graeme.
That's right, yeah.
Graeme hadn't done on it. Graeme went out.
That was Jamie's
R6, wasn't it? Proper R6.
Yeah, proper R6 that way.
Yeah. Do I remember, am I making this up?
Probably.
Was Graeme meant to do like a stock 600 race or a British Supersport race on Andrew's bike? No, I remember seeing photos of him doing a track day.
No, we went.
This was, I think, when he still racing motocross, like.
We went. He was doing. He passed away. What do you call him?
No, Wilson Craig's.
Wilson Craig's.
That's right.
Yes, I remember Wilson Craig's. Yes,
he done a couple of track days on somebody came a road bike Suzuki. He trashed it as well. I'm pretty sure he trashed it. Yeah, he did. They didn't use tire warmers, and he went out and
I reckon
I think it was a Honda one. He went Honda. He was riding for Honda in the motocross.
Yeah, right.
Done one of these. All the businessmen.
Oh, like a corporate day?
That's the word I was trying to get. Okay. And there was a road bike and he went out and that.
Mangled her?
I don't know if he mangled that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But,
and he mangled somebody's bike. Was it
Bishop's Court?
Because we all put in to pay for it. Like, great, we didn't have much money at the time. Graeme trashed somebody's race bike. Or
I don't think I'll be landing Graeme bikes.
Yeah. Lost the rear on the way into the first chicane.
When was that?
Oh, before.
Don't know if I should be saying this, but
he ended up. He ended up in the Royal.
Right.
Active place.
while he had a professional motocross contract.
Oh,
Obviously, doing this.
right.
Oh dear.
He hurt his back. He hurt his back quite bad.
Yeah. Do you think if Graeme went, converted to short circuits earlier, do you think,
Yeah.
do you
Oh,
think he would be like Glenn Andrews level,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Easily.
Do you think he just went a wee bit too, because he would be in his mid-20s.
It depends what way you look. It depends on the angle you look at it.
He had a very successful motocross career. He done Grand Prix and all.
Graeme was more successful. And Graeme, if you measured success on the level of results and the level he raced at, he's more successful than Glenn or Andrew. He's won a British Championship, which Glenn or Andrew haven't done yet. And he raced at Grand Prix, which is a different... You can race British Championship and do Grand Prix, which is a bit weird.
Because it's not...
but it is.
It's not a prototype bike.
At the moment, I said to him once, I said, Graeme, if you're ever thinking of going to the tracks, now's the time to switch.
Right.
The first to go. Mm-hmm. And I just turned around and says, Graeme's Graeme. He's going straight to you. If I ever want to go to track racing, I'll ask you. He says, but don't you... Don't be asking me again.
Right, okay.
Right? Yeah. I went, fair enough. And I never asked him.
Yeah.
But then he came back, but yeah.
And what made the change for him?
His wrist's real bad, so you're ever riding with him.
Graeme has got a wrist like you have.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know that when he's riding.
No.
Yeah.
Graeme, you watch Graeme will do his arm. He hasn't got that.
Yeah. Chicken wing in it.
Oh, yeah.
Corporate tunnel and nice a tight cookie.
Oh, aye.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice fella too.
He's fast.
He can soft.
Very fast.
They're all fucking annoyingly fast.
Yeah. I know. You don't have to tell me. The deal half of them.
Have you raced all of us, Korie? Are you the only one to? Because not many people would have raced against.
That's
all
a good
of us.
question.
That's making you sound really old.
That's even better than your British Championship there.
Yeah,
raced all the Irwins. Probably beat us all actually.
Probably wouldn't.
You would have raced. No,
you have beat
I remember racing Andrew in 125s.
I beat Glenn for fuck's sake. When he first started, yeah, the 125.
Yeah.
Were you on a 600?
Yeah.
I have. I have raced against all yous. I'm not saying I've beat all yous, but that's actually a pretty good question. I'm sure there's not many people who have.
That's a tough question for somebody.
And you have raced against Glenn? Yes, definitely.
Glenn. Definitely Glenn, we were 125s and all together.
Yeah.
600s together.
If you'd have raced against Andrew here, he probably would have wiped you out at some point. Cause
he done a bit of that at a stage.
I can't remember if I raced. I don't think I raced Andrew.
I remember Andrew had a 125 that, it was probably the slowest 125 they ever made. Bar none.
Square back wheel.
No, they had a GP 125 and I remember...
Was it 1991? That was the square back, square
Joe and Crumlin, Joe Michael
right?
So Michael Lauren, had bought an old 125. I think it looked like maybe one of Robert's bikes. It was that shape of seat.
Yes,
old 125. And when Andrew stopped motocrossing and wanted to do racing, I was talking to Joe, and Joe says, he can ride that 125 I have. Mm-hmm. I like it. Was ancient.
Yeah.
It was wee Honda.
Real bloody long ancient too, weren't they? Or something.
And that's what he started on.
Yeah.
Your man, he still has it.
Yeah.
He says, if and when he ever sells it, he'd sell it to Andrew.
Yeah.
That was Andrew's first race bike.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Brilliant. That'd be nice to have in the living room.
Yeah. And I had a ball. He went to he doesn't normally go to the racing, I went to all the races to watch him,
Yeah. And what about Andrew for this year? Is it still a wee bit early to say what he's at, or?
It's going Thursday somewhere, and I find out.
Going Thursday.
I think it's Thursday.
Yeah, bit of press launch. It'll be exciting to see. But he'll be back in British Superbikes, I assume.
Yeah.
By all accounts, I think we're allowed to say that.
We have been deeply told. Don't be telling anybody anything.
Confidential.
No.
Confidential.
Went there.
The second injury nearly done him good. In a strange way.
Yeah.
Right?
Because the second injury
discovered stuff when he
his muscle grew over his nerve.
The growth over the nerve that wasn't picked up on. It's like, just my arm's bad.
When he was riding, it was his right arm, and you're using your hand, and the muscles going, and the muscles hitting the nerve.
And it was squeezing the nerve.
And then his hand he was having trouble later in the race.
His sensation.
So he got a jag last year. And after he got the jag, it transformed him. Because that's when he started going really good. So then when he had that crash, got the operation.
So they'd seen the growth because he broke the similar area, and they were like, oh, we'll just pull this muscle, whatever the growth was, take it away. And that's been he was like, it's crap to get injured, but he was like,
but it was less in disguise.
Well, he was out and thing, and I was talking to him, and him and Star. I don't know if you've seen a bit of him and Storm Stacey. And they were.
Doing a bit
they were waiting on each other going out the gate, and then there was, like you've probably seen, there was no they were pushing. Stacey actually fell off.
Did he?
They were pushing
He was on the R6, was he?
I think he was.
I think they were both in R6s. Like they were like was cutting each other up and rolling deep, pushing. Andrew was saying he had a ball. So did Storm Stacey, the two of them. They had a great time, but they weren't just playing; they were racing. And Andrew said that out the whole distance. He says my hand was perfect.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
So
it means that, like, obviously
he's perfect. Glenn's perfect.
Ross was born perfect.
No,
Ross is perfect.
So he's no excuses here now. He's been to Daytona.
Does that mean all the Irwins are on Ducatis? Irwin Italianos?
I'll ride the Honda probably.
Yeah.
Although Stanley does with a V4R.
I heard that.
Sitting there.
Yeah.
Mint.
Yeah.
Sitting mint. You're like,
Race ready?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
I know. Maybe use it as a wet bike or something.
Right, Stanley, come on.
What we need, Stanley,
what are you talking
is to you can put the new swinging arm in the last year's bike.
No, we need him to put the Motec in, and then we can get either Andrew's PBM maps that he has.
There's going to be like a Ducati Corsi supported satellite team here. Magic Bullet.
And the Ulster Superbikes.
Like Storm Stacey, they were running the Ducati and they bought the road bike.
That's right, I've heard that, yeah.
And they're
doing the same way.
Like, personally, engine, I don't think gas flowing gives you much. I honestly don't.
You need a bit of turbulence.
See, the problem is, I think, as well,
you need turbulence on the way in. You are on the ball. 100%.
Gareth's real genius, God, as well. Like,
you know, have a polish like your exhaust. No.
Yeah.
But you don't touch
the inlet.
And leave that roughness in it.
Wee trick there.
So that's one brother's plans. We've heard, obviously, Glenn's
back on it.
What
about me? Am I coming out of retirement?
Are you?
Please. I seen you sitting on a TZ 750 at the weekend.
I couldn't get on one, that same bike. I couldn't sit on it at Bishop's Court.
No?
I was going to ride it in the parade lap. I couldn't get my leg bent far enough to get on.
Couldn't get the hip over.
But now you have.
Oh, getting fit.
Yes, lad. Yes.
What's your thoughts on Glenn going back to the Northwest, if you don't mind me asking?
You hear the silence, like imagine Kia right at it. It's just cool, and it's my brother wins. That's cool, but it's material, right? It's like just
leave it at that.
Leave it at that.
Leave it at that. Then.
Like the question was asked to Johnny Rea about Jonathan, like doing the Northwest. Johnny went, no. And you're talking like a TT rider. We're all reared in road racing, if you understand me.
Mm-hmm.
But
I brought this up at the weekend, didn't I? And it sort of got the same reaction.
Yeah, well, it's understandably so. We've obviously went through this kind of last time, Kenny, your whole thoughts and stuff, but I'm sure Glenn's a class
It didn't
actor,
surprise me him going back.
He
said to me last year when he seen the bikes going down the tunnel, it was like line. It was really...
It was eating at him, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I said to the wife, I says, after what he said to me, then he's going to go back.
Yeah.
I loved going to it.
Yeah.
You can see both sides.
Yeah, you can see both sides. But kind of taking yourself out of the box, Ross, have you ever had itchy feet for Northwest? I get asked about it a lot.
I'd say if I hadn't have had kids by now, I'd have probably entered it this year. I entered it before. I just don't have it in me to sit and go. And it's nothing to do with me getting hurt, because when you race, you don't really care. It's like, if I get hurt, obviously you don't want to get hurt, but it's nothing to do with me getting wrecked. It's more like if I don't come back, or if I'm totally mangled, that house needs paid for, and she's Carla's look after the two
it's the
boys, and I'm
causes.
That's and racing, circuit racing. Yes, they're just great risk.
They're lovely kids.
Yes, no, I'm not so, but I was just thinking of like a pure like a raw emotion, like
I'm
the Neanderthal side of us,
and see, when you're up there all the time, or certainly would have been up more than what it would be now, but still up quite regularly. Like it used to be up all the time, and you'd go, you'd be driving around the track, and you'd be sort of like eyeing up the little bits that you start the eye up, and that's as far as it got. It was like, and then you kind of catch yourself on. You see some of the videos, and you're like, do you know where it gets you? It's like, that through like church. Oh, that's a mad corner, and then that next bit, the Blacks Hill. The rest of it, you're like,
that's my favourite part.
That's my favourite part.
Where would you pick? Where would you be most scared of? Because it is it's that scare. There's parts.
Well, to be honest enough here, like, it kind of. Do you know what I'll say before I answer your question is? Do you know like the weekend before the Northwest, where everything's setting up and it's starting to be turned into a racetrack? Yeah, that's like the first wee bit I get where I'm like, it's pretty cool, like.
Oh yeah.
But then I obviously I caught myself on. The bit that not that I say scary, that whole Black Hill thing, as you say, and like under the railway bridge and stuff.
That right hander.
Do you know what the thing? Do you know like stations bit?
Yeah.
So obviously they're coming down and then it's flat out. Like,
lovely. Sorry.
I don't know. I just see like 2 lanes of traffic as such, because obviously I went around there in the car, and I don't see it as a big, massive, open, wide, suction. If you know where you could go flat out of. We've all hit around the headers of the brave rate, and knots, like, and then you soon run out of road, like, so hitting that flat out in the superbike, I'm like, I can't compute it nearly, if you know what I mean. Yeah. And then what you're telling me about, the slipstream, the buffering, and then the braking and stuff, and you're like, it's like an alien type of motorbike riding to me.
Yeah,
you will not win the Northwest being faster from the start and finish the station corner.
Yeah,
that won't win you. That will not win you the race.
Where's the most important bit?
Top speed and brakes.
The most important bit is to be in the right position out of Metropole, and the right position out of Blacks Hill.
Yeah. How do you not become a sitting duck before like Juniper? Or is that just the luck of it?
I can't tell you that.
No, top secret Irwin information. Sorry.
If I was to answer that, that would be everything I would be telling Glenn.
Yes.
When I say I'm telling Glenn, like, I tell him at the start. He knows it. He don't.
There's some things you have to keep you.
I watch and. If you were standing beside me watching, I'd be saying, don't, whatever. But being in the right position to be, you always think anything, you pass somebody, you've got to be in control of the corner. Mm-hmm. There's no point in passing somebody if they've got control.
No, correct.
Like the same with Black Hill and all that, the coast road was always my favourite part.
Yeah. I also think, like I openly will say this, there should be a penalty for going on the grass going into the last chicane. Yeah. Because the races have been won there with somebody shooting straight over the grass.
That happened last year, didn't it?
Yeah.
And the year before.
Yeah. What do you call him? Is it like a nice Cooper?
Yeah.
He didn't. He was getting past and he just let the brakes off and went in too fast, straight over the grass on the track and won the race.
Sat her up, yeah.
I wonder what,
if he knows the rules.
That's the rules. No, I'm not knocking what he done. I'm not saying that, but I think there should be like a 2-second penalty if you touch the grass.
Yeah. I should be, track limit warning.
Yeah. Then there's an element of safety because if you start putting that in, then he's going to be like, oh, I may as well try and make it if I crash.
Never make it.
You go straight on and
nowhere to go. Yeah, nearly nowhere to go.
Sure, but he not just run straight on. There's three
But then
arguments
where's
to one.
You know, there's so many. There's
so many.
Yeah.
I
Just
wonder
add another hedge.
I'm not.
Stop a brick wall.
More telegraph poles.
Yeah, I think there should be something at that chicane. I think there could be this year because I know they've changed after that bit of things.
Controversy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We'll not talk about that.
No, sure.
It needed to be sorted out this year. That
there has to be.
It has to be black and white. You can't have a grey area.
Can't touch the green. Type of thing.
I don't know.
Stay off footpath.
Stay off it.
No, well, there's probably no harm.
First lap of the race, there should be a bit of full tank slipstream, get a little bit of leeway.
I would be more concerned in last laps. You know.
Yeah.
Do you think they should bring back? Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. No, I was just thinking, like, do you think chicanes like around the northwest are more of a hindrance than a help? That probably is the most stupidest question ever. Like, but they're kinds of, it seems to be like, especially with like the speed spiker coming with stopping power and stuff, with momentum.
Say the main chicane that we kind of once talked about is the Mathers one. Mm-hmm. You go, what would you do differently? Okay, you clear Mathers, and in an ideal world, let's make Mathers safe. But then that creates the problem as they go by the school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
there's somebody that drives that road quite a bit. It's like, geez, this would be a feral corner. Like, exhibit 200, and Glenn says that's a corner, and there's a bit of a brow there.
It's a bit of a brow in the hill.
By fixing, let's take that
the
away.
The chicane has to stay there.
Mathers chicane, definitely.
And so does Juniper.
Yeah.
Juniper?
You wouldn't want to be
could you imagine coming in that caravan? Coming down that street in that caravan site on superbikes of the day, I was fast enough for my day. Can you imagine coming in that?
You'd end up in Port Stewart.
You would have to make that corner anyway half safe or spectator safe. Mm-hmm. You would have to put all them caravans over the other side of the railway.
What do you reckon? Like, do you know, like the original OG? See, like when you raced the Northwest, what chicanes was there?
When I first raced, none.
He went
none.
Korie.
Yeah, right enough. So, what do you reckon? Like the average speed would be now? See if Glenn was to do the track that you done. Do you reckon there would be like well, if Tom Hearn done 127 or whatever.
Is that what he did?
He done that like 1978, didn't he, Alan?
You could.
What were they doing the TT?
Come here, you honestly could not come down that coast road coming into Juniper Hill without that chicane. The speed to be coming into that corner. Like, holy fuck.
But you went down in Port Stewart, didn't you?
Well, I imagine
no, it didn't go into Port Stewart, the cheeky bugger. But just to be really smart, the first year I raced, I did go to Korie. But you didn't turn up around the roundabout wrong, but you actually went down and turned in the back.
What that would have felt like on a 750. Oh,
that's wild.
It's a fair bit, because it's an extra good, it's nearly half a mile. It's far enough.
It would be, but I think after that accident, the Frank Candy and Seal, Jeff Seal, and that year.
Yeah.
Oh, it's out with I didn't know.
That's what so they put the good idea.
Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
But the bound to be like you say, bound to be over 140.
You laugh at me, so the other way they hate chicanes.
Yes.
If it was me, I'd have one on the back straight.
Yeah,
really?
Chicane it up. Yeah,
but it's the turbulence. It's not even.
So it's for turbulence.
Road. It isn't a wide road. Yeah, you probably know what it's like.
Yeah.
You get that. You see it happen. And you're like, oh.
Yeah.
It happened with me with Phil Miller. I talked about it, and I sucked him across the road. And Phil Miller said to me in the Ross room, "What happened?" He says, "I thought I was going over the hedge." And I said, "Flip, you thought you were going over? I was on the head side of you." I was panicked. It was just turbulent and just sucked us across.
Yeah.
If you watch the Northwest, do you remember a few years ago, Sealy hit the grass?
That's right.
Sealy and Glenn, was it? Yeah, that's right.
And people think Sealy got that wrong. Mm-hmm. But thing, that was turbulent to put him in there.
Yeah.
And that's why, my honest opinion, I'll have a chicane on the back straight. Mm-hmm. Why if it's a dead slow one, if the government want to put a bit of money in it, we could make a nice corner and something.
And make like a wee arm chicane.
No. For flip, not
one in, one out.
No. I don't mean a massively tight chicane.
Uh-huh.
But they could do something, a nice right and a
nice
bit.
one.
Like a third gear.
And then a long left back out on. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and there'd be no banking. It'd be safe as houses.
Mm-hmm.
I would just that
wee
part
bit.
section of the course that scares me.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the only bit that concerns you? Kind of speed-wise.
If you asked me, like, have I ever spoke to anybody off? No, I haven't. No. But I would say to most people, if you need to pass there to win the Northwest, you ain't going to win it passing there anyway.
No.
You aren't.
Yeah.
You know, that you're not, you won't win the race between the start and finish and the magic roundabout. It's, your brain comes into gear.
Yeah.
It's about getting in the right position in the right place.
What would have been like the modest road race that you ever done?
Temple.
I knew you were going to say Temple. I knew it.
40 in my day.
Yeah.
43 times a lap in mid-hour.
43 a lap?
43 times a lap in mid-hour.
How long was a lap?
I don't know. What would it be?
A couple of minutes?
I don't know. Would it be? I don't know what time.
3.5, 4 minutes, would it be?
Oh,
I don't think it was as much. Like, would it?
Then?
It would be, yeah.
Yeah.
43 times a lap.
That's good. You do a lap count, did you?
It's just whoops.
Go to Desert Martin and just do it.
Do you know how you do it? You do it. Lying on your bed at night. And we've all race. I would have done that. Lying on your bed at night, going around.
It sounds like a nightmare. The Temple.
Graeme Irwin would have been the king of Temple.
He'd only been in the R20.
The statue would have been a Graeme, not Brian Reid.
I won it once. I had to win it, like, but I didn't really want to win it again.
Really? What
year was that?
Was that on? The 350?
Regal.
Right.
Against Chris Richardson.
Was that early 90s then? Would it have been?
95, I would think it was.
Right.
Would that have been on Winston's bikes? No, or would that have been on the JFs?
I was on the JF bike.
Yeah.
And after the race, and stopped, and Chris said to me, he says, "What are you doing?" He says, "You're not meant to win here." And I paddled, and I says, "You know something, Chris, you win around here as often as you want, and now on." I'm quite happy.
You work away.
You work away.
43 times in one lap. That's
No. It's not fun.
No,
it's
I couldn't. Like, how could it be fun? Like,
you go to like Bishop's Corner, it's like, I can break this hard in this corner. The thing's going to do all this mad stuff. It's like,
you just
can't be at that if it's like you're in the
arm
air.
pump central. Imagine the arm pump.
Oh, there's no control. Especially if you have a superbike round there now, up with some crack on it.
You wouldn't want on it, like.
No.
You wouldn't.
Was there any like weird, like strange sticky tracks down south that like was like a one-off thing? Because you remember like 4 and like the Monster 100 and stuff. Was there any strange ones you done then?
I've done a few. Killalane would have been the back section of Killalane, like
the tree in the middle of the road.
Oh yeah, I got the Ducati round the outside of it.
Did you?
I was leading it down in overshot.
I think you were telling us about that.
I still say get round the outside of that.
Yep.
At race speed and back on the track.
That's tight.
I actually remember as a kid going there with Uncle Edward. Took me, and it scared them. I remember they coming through this section, dust, and I still remember like a memory having a kid
on the Ducati down there.
Frightening.
I won it that year.
Mm-hmm.
Like so fast, so narrow. Like it's narrow road.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and you think about it, like they're hammering down there, like.
But you come off this big wide road, and then turn right, and it's a.
No, you only think that road's wide. The road you come off isn't wide.
No, it's not.
It's just the next one you go on is actually blooming narrow.
It's about the width of that table.
What would be like it's just when you said there's a kid, what would be your earliest racing memory then?
Oh, getting ice cream at like Notts Corner.
Is that right?
Quite a few. Yeah. I went to not all of them, but it would have been about. Like. It would have memories. Different tracks. Just
brilliant.
Dad would give me a few quid, go get an ice cream and leave me alone.
You don't even see a motorbike hardly. You just
watching sidecars. I love watching the sidecars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that something? Would you ever try a sidecar?
No, dude. No.
No. You ever been on the back of a sidecar?
No.
No.
Have you?
Too much
Yeah.
Have you on the back, did you?
I was on the back of a fella, I can't remember his name, Ryan Mandela, when I was 13.
Wow.
Done the track day with him, like, scared the fuck clean out of me. Terry Riley. Still races.
Terry Riley. Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Done a, do you ever do anything in the sidecar? No.
No, but I think a sidecar, that sort of community, that they're always good crack.
Yeah,
They are like if they're in there, like they love it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a buzz in around them.
And see the money they spent. See that wee bike show at the weekend, or see the sidecar up in the stand.
Me and Johnny Rea were looking at it.
Did you see a swinging arm?
To see the swinging arm on it, and the detailing, the wheels,
amazing,
and the front forks, like
they're a piece of kit. Like.
The old days of sidecar, and somebody built one in a well there and brazing and thing and all up. Like that's a work of art.
Like the swinging arm was CNC'd, wasn't it? It was a billet, a lump of aluminium.
Oh, they're like
not a weld to a scene. Stunning.
It was absolutely.
It's aircraft engineering, like it's like it's proper stuff.
You bend the handlebars, not like you can't just push a handlebar back on, like they're welded on.
Yeah.
Well, I could give it a good go.
The handlebars are welded on. They are like they're built, and they're from down like that. They're welded. They're not. No,
I would love to go try. It was actually Mark Gash offered me a go at the Classic Bike Festival on their riding. Yeah. You know, not passenger, like on their TT sidecar.
There's two of us were at that show, and two of us are talking about the detail in that sidecar.
That's strange, isn't it?
I really looking at even the weights.
I know, like it was just stunning. Stunning. I think that was Molyneux's, perhaps.
Is that
Dave Molyneux's ex?
Yeah. Some outfit.
No, fair play. No.
Fuck
too much of a control freak.
The problem is you've since you fucking lay down on it and your fucking shins are only just this away from
the passenger is so much respect. He doesn't.
That's the hardest one. Like, no. They aren't pumped. You're just hanging on the bar. Like, it's just crazy.
Oh, you do the TT on them. Like, that is fair play.
At like 120 mile an hour.
I was chatting to a fella there. He races the TT and he had a passenger and who went over the right hand side instead of the left. They were going around a left hander and they ended up down the fucking cliff. Just forgot where he was.
But like it'd be easy done around the TT or something. Sure, if you're a passenger, you're
looking
at your fucking feet half the time. How you meant to know where you're going? Like,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's an art in itself. Like, so
we're
not going sidecar racing now.
No,
that's that signed off.
That's that scrap.
So what is the plan this year, Ross? What about?
Yeah. Same again, kind of like definitely have a fair rattle at the superbike class. The V2 sitting there. We'll see. I'll maybe do the odd race on it. I'll see how I'm feeling. See what the weather forecast is more than anything. Because it's not back yet, and we need to do there's a couple of things we found out it doesn't have that we need to get.
Yeah,
because the other bike was slow, but it had some bits and pieces on it. It's like, geez, that bike was rideable, where my one was like riding a 2-stroke. I was like, something wrong with this thing. Yeah. But anyway, we found out all the good stuff. We'll figure it out. But definitely fair rattle at the superbike class. See how we go, and maybe the odd super sport race.
Yeah.
But we haven't far to go because you're definitely up there. Like,
I know it's going to be hard. Just this year, like
that. Do you
know what I had? Just need that little.
Do you know?
I'll tell you something I found out at Daytona. I've never had. This sounds mad because you've like who my brothers are. I've never had a data guy, never ever. But at Daytona, I had a data guy.
Right. Okay.
And when I can qualify.
Oh, data.
Yeah. So,
right, okay.
Like, was pulling all the data off the bike and was like, "You're crap here. What are you doing?" He's good. Yeah. And I done at the end of qualifying, I had 2 laps that were. The second last lap felt okay, and the last lap I was like braking like full like a demon. I was like, yes, I'm really on it. And I came in and both laps didn't get a toe. It was like, pretty consistent. And he was like, oh, your second last lap was faster by a second than the next lap. And I was like, nah, that couldn't be right. The last lap I was like really like, trying. I was like kind of happy to tuck the front or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, well, what's the difference? He was like, and he showed me what I had done different, and it was just like you'd actually read it way smoother, and went a second faster.
You weren't aggressive.
Does like in BSB like that? So like Andrew or Glenn come in and they're going, you're like 0.1 or 0.2 tenths quicker when you brake earlier into turn one.
Yeah.
When you brake later, even though you make the corner, from here to here, you've lost a tenth of a second. You're faster. You've got to break that little bit.
You sacrifice .1 to get .3.
And then you lap faster.
You start applying that thinking to like how you race here, and you're like, oh, Colonial. It's like I'm coming into it like a full demon, and it's probably slower. Turn one. There's a few corners you can probably apply it to. So whether it's let's see what the crack is, and it also helped with the thing. You're like, the Honda is really good, but I think we're still. You nearly need like a data day where it's like, right, let's actually test this instead of just going out and riding around.
I think you're going off pure feel and just kind of
but we're all, it's like that. If you had like even 0.3 of a second a lap, then you're, instead of being at the back of the group, you're like, you're in the group.
Yeah. Because it's still on your day, you're still like you've proven you're a race winner. Like, if you know what I mean, you're definitely well up there. It seems to be, I don't know.
Do you know what I done last year? And again, not many ones. I broke my back at was it Easter Monday?
Oh, shit.
You and Carl were out front. It was the wet race. And I was like, I couldn't see. And I was like in third. And I was like, oh, this is grand. I couldn't see. And I was just kind of riding around and kind of tracking. He's like, he's maybe pulled 2 seconds. And then my vision came back. And I was like, I've got this. And it was like the stupidest thing ever. Hindsight on entrance, the Colonial was a fair out. It was a fair out scalp. It was big. And like wrecked my tailbone, and it was like it wasn't good. And the bike was dash and all wrecked. I was like, I should have had a podium there. It was like I might have pulled a wee bit in at best, but I was never going past it. There's been 2 laps to go. Just clean stupidity. So. That was in your, it just is like them little things, and then I feel good. Like, see the crackers. I just want to have fun. Actually, yes, you want to win, you want to do well. But
as I keep saying, that fun bit is the key. Where is that? Yeah.
Well, dude, fun kind of, it's weird. As you were saying earlier, like fun breeds confidence. And then once you have confidence, then you get competitive. And then when you're competitive, you're having fun. So it's like a wee fucking circle.
And I'm that competitive. Like, I love it. Like, it's not personal to you, but I love it when we sort of beat Winston, because we and Winston go back so long. And a bit of banter then. You know?
Makes it a bit sweeter.
Doesn't happen that often or not.
So what's your game plan this year, Alan? Are you back to the BS doing your... every racetrack, every weekend?
Imagine Bullet crew chief or Andrew Irwin crew chief, actually.
A crew chief.
Who pays more?
I love going both of them.
You have a busy year.
Like you see me up watching, like I am no dial then. Like I watch
You love it?
Hawkeye Irwin.
Yeah, I love it. I love what I'm in on it. It's just that competitive thing.
Is Graeme racing this year?
Graeme should be racing. That's
terrible news.
A couple of wee things.
Terrible news.
It's terrible with a couple of wee things. He's just started a full
just a wee small thing. Just sort of
proper superbike team, like and it's proper.
Yeah.
But you see it whenever you walk down. You walk down thing, it'll be the 40 foot, the full
setup.
Long jumbo transit.
How is Graeme?
He's still. Did you know about the crash he had?
We caught it in video. He got caught.
Do you have the video?
Yeah, it's in. We got it on live stream somewhere.
We'll clip it.
Mark Conlon. He got caught in his back wheel, didn't he?
Like that,
like
we run.
I put his shoulder back in on the gravel. He was lying in the gravel, and he was like, obviously the medics aren't insured. Like, you know, they're not allowed to effectively do that sort of stuff.
Did you not know we put his shoulder in over at the corner?
No. I was like,
the medics out
in the gravel.
Don't do it. Graeme said put it in. So he was pulling Graeme. But I couldn't get it in him. He was pulling Graeme forward, so I come round and I had Graeme, my arm wrapped around him, up around his neck, pulling him back, and I'm pulling the shoulder. And it went, Graeme said, that's it.
These are
And
animals.
have you done this before? Is this the
I've
first dig at it? Like,
no,
you've never done it?
You've
never done it? You just
We've
fucking
never
sure
put
give it a
one
go?
in, but I met a photographer, Fox Hills. And Graeme had crashed. And I running up the Elderberry crashed, and as I got it's a long way to get to where I was. And as I got there, Graeme was taking off, and the photographer, walking, big guy, walking down. Never again. He's going, never again. I says, you all right? He says, no, they're sick. He says, he made me put a shoulder in. He says, he was shouting, pull harder. I was shouting at us, wasn't it? Harder, pull it harder. And the wee first aid guy was yelling, leave him alone. Don't touch him. him.
I needed it in, if you
get it in.
If you leave it out too long, it
muscles contract.
Yeah.
You're better getting it in.
Jesus.
Remember, if you ever fall off your shoulder, if I'm pulling it,
Get in there with the debtors.
It's all right, Korie, we've done it before.
Oops. He's still getting over that, so that's where he's.
So is he? Still
But
kind of.
you know the crack we had. It was like Graeme obviously drilled the back. There was somebody else in the middle of it, but Graeme did drill the back of Mark. But Mark was so dead on about it. He came over to Graeme and apologised. So
Is that right?
No, it wasn't Mark's fault.
No, it was.
Graeme will say this, so I'll just say
He came in hot, like.
we were talking about it on the way down, and I said to Graeme, Graeme, you cannot go away and racing for 3 months. Now have a track day, arrive at a track, and go out and be competitive, because you have to remember, we know his brain, and his brain is to win.
Yeah.
Right? So when he was arriving there, he had one thought in his head was to go out and win. And if you haven't been on a bike and practicing, it's madness.
And
To
he
try and go out to
stopping
beat him without being away for 3 months. Well, we didn't even get to you. And that's the truth. You've got.
You got to keep up. Like you have to keep at it. It's like,
So he had, was it July?
Yeah.
And then, he didn't ride from July till
it's a Korie stunt, like doing
That's
nothing.
true, yeah.
With not having ridden for years.
No, he was away.
That's the thing as well. Like,
he was leading the championship. He was leading the you got.
I mangled myself or something.
And
was it?
Then he didn't go to Kirkeston. And he was away on holiday at a holiday bike with a family. They near Torham. But in the end, he even looked at he was going to Hawaii, and he looked at cancelling flights and getting the way the flights were. He was losing days of his holidays. And the wife
do what? Go to Kyrgyzstan?
He's going to spend like $4,000 just to do it there at Kyrgyzstan.
And
that's dedication.
He went to Hawaii.
Yeah.
And then he missed the next one.
He was sick.
He was away for a while. Like,
I
did he problem with his appendix?
His
Daddy got his appendix.
He was ill.
I forgot about
be honest, motorbike racing should be the least of his fucking concerns after the year he had. Like.
And then he rattled his shoulder. Just a tough idea.
That's another, he had a bit of bone in the screw in that shoulder. So he bent the screw, but he found out the bone had never healed. The bone that took off his hip for the original operation he had there, it hadn't healed.
Right.
So it was just the screw was holding that and keeping the shoulder.
Just holding that wee bit of bone.
And then when he got caught up in the thing and banged, it just bent the screw and the shoulder went. How we got that past that bent screw and all, like, they must have been really good at that job.
In their own career, should be a surgeon.
2 doctors in front of us.
All I done was you put it in.
I know. We were probably out. I'd say it was probably a break of one class, then straight back out.
I have to admit, I know how the photographer felt, because I remember when we were walking over, I went flipping out.
Oh, it was a
That's mental.
Good crack.
When you're ready for I've got a bit of an idea, right? I think, you hit Ross with the usual question, and I think I've got a new question to hit Alan, because you answered last time.
That's good.
So you go for it.
Have you ever watched?
Yeah.
Right lane. Oh, good lad.
Class.
So you know
Must
this
be the
question
first.
then? No.
But I have heard of it.
You've been around a long time. You've been around the Irwins, obviously, because they're your family. and travelled a lot. And you're bound to have met at least one. Who's the biggest nutbag you've ever met?
Oh,
the biggest live wire, Ross.
the biggest. There's a few. I have a few mates that are lesser known racers.
Expose them.
Lesser known?
But they're now not maniacs because they used to be full scale maniacs.
That's what
there's
we're looking.
probably. I'll say John James Baird, if you probably don't know him, was a motocrosser from back in the day.
Right.
I actually work with him now and I've worked with him for a long time. 11 out of 10 nutbag. The most amazing crack, but nut job. Him. Right. And then maybe somebody who would know more from the bikes is Paul Beattie. They would actually be
Paul Beattie?
On a level of full scale nut jobs.
He's the PT now.
I would think again straight enough. Sort of.
From Lisbon.
It rings a bell.
It
rings a bell.
So like without names here and there, with different ones. Nah, these two lads.
Have you one reason for any of them?
Why they're not jobs?
One story, or is it just
one story? No. Write a book.
Is it just in general?
I couldn't repeat the stories.
You can't.
John James is one.
Beattie jumped in the lagoon in the middle of the winter.
Yeah, no, like regularly. Like
I've heard stuff like that. Like
John James, stories of me and John James. We went to Miami and we're in. I don't even know the name. A real fancy hotel, like South Beach, Miami. People are like bling, full scale bling, and like we're like a bunch of headers from Ballyclare sitting by the pool, and the ones we were with were like they were fancy enough. They took off shopping. Now me and him were like, "I'll come to Miami to go shopping." So we were at this poolside, like just kind of like like the fanciest place in Ibiza, like these vibes, real Florida American. Big dogs everywhere.
Sort of style.
And we'll just sit with a bottle of beer all day. So like me and John James were like, and this was just before COVID. So the first race of the season was due to happen the next week and it was cancelled. So I had just found out the race had been cancelled. So I was like, oh, I can go a bit wild here. So me and him were by the pool and being like, got the message from, I don't know, whoever it was. And I was like, well, sure then.
Get on it.
Fanciest of fancy people everywhere, and me and him just, I think our bar bill was would have probably a fair season's worth of tire bill for racing out. Just
severe session.
10 out of 10.
Brilliant.
Class. Right on, I've got a good one for you, man. Right. So in all your years of doing what you done and all of the fucking madness and stuff, but who was the most naturally talented racer you ever raced against? They didn't have to be like went on to become the best of the best, but who, in your opinion, was most naturally talented?
That's a good one. That's a nice question.
God, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I think
I can hear the calls.
So there's a lot of people this and that, but we'll go as a track rider, most naturally talented, didn't race a long time, got quite badly hurt. Jeff McConnell would probably stick out in my head.
Right, okay.
Good rider. Ride a motorbike. So didn't come quick thing. Other one that really the talent, and I told Joe Miller, John Rea standing with him at Knott's Corner when he was young riding a 350. Well, he wasn't that young for he started so late. It was McWilliams.
Really?
Yeah.
Them two riders would stand out as being
like
naturally very, very quick, very quickly, if you understand.
Yeah.
Jeff got hurt. Jeff bought my RG 500, crashed the Kirkuson coming out of the chicane, went over the tire wall and hit the car. Turned the steering on the car, like the wheel was something like that. That was, he badly broke his pelvis. That he finished this race.
Yeah,
right. On to become, I think, on jet skis, he was British champion. Like, really, really good with jet ski and all that.
I've never heard of him, to be honest.
You never heard of Jeff McCall?
No. That's a good answer, though. I like hearing something.
Oh, no, like he was, he had just, that was his first year on the 500. He didn't, could be wrong, I'll say Mayday, he got as far as that, but he was quick. But not ropey, he was good.
Yeah,
I thought you might have said Smutty.
Smutty. Smutty was to
Neil
go
Robinson,
to. Nah, certainly, like, Smutty was fast, but he didn't stay on. In his young days, I went to go to Knockhill regular, and I would say like 4 meetings in a row, he was off at the Herton in the first lap.
Is that right?
You go down to the Herton, the second lap, we stand there, there's a smut not again. A lovely kid, lovely kid. It turned out a fantastic rider, but didn't just get there
as quick.
Yeah. Mike Williams was ultra quick
from the get-go.
Jeff McCall was very good.
I like that answer. That was a good one. That was a different one. They're both brilliant answers, man.
Yep.
Thank you very much, guys, for coming.
And who would you have thought I was going to say?
I don't know. That's why I ask questions I don't know
Gareth?
half the time.
I had 2 names in my head. Norman Brown.
Ultra, like Big John Griffin's a friend of mine, massive Norman fan. Norman, highly, like, it's just off yet?
No. Do you want it off?
Norm, like, he won the TD in his first year.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Fantastic road racer.
The other person I had in mind was Graeme Young.
Talented kid, good rider.
Yep.
Good rider.
Same when he stayed on.
Oh man, I went off at the end of the straight at Knockhill together.
Oh really?
I was down as Graeme. He come down. I passed him. I tried. Don't know if he left his braking too late or we got in trouble, but I was come down the outside of me, and as I was braking off in the corner, just before it broke off, he hit me up this side, but I was right out at the edge of the track.
Oh, you were on the outside, like?
I was on the outside, and this thing hit me on the left, and I went to go in, but he went down. But his clip-on was, he went down, and I went to go right. His clip-on went down the back of my boot. Oh! So I went, whoa! Fucking hit me off. I'm down there. There was no airbags or nothing. I went down the other side. All I could see the silver flash from me down the edge of that close to it. Along the edge of the thing. Graeme went straight in the catch fencing. But like, hey, we're going back to them days when catch fencing was, they got big posts and they hammered the posts into the ground. Right? And then they stuck like chicken netting.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a great idea.
Yeah.
If you didn't hit the post, but like, it was
but if you hit the post,
50 why you hit the post. Graeme hit the post.
Class.
I seen him the other day in Alan Big.
I would say him now and again. He goes to quite a few races.
Yes, he does now.
That's Derek Hill's brother.
He's back from, he was in Australia, wasn't he? Or somewhere.
And there's like a talk of riders who made it. Derek himself wasn't the most natural when he started. Like, he wasn't like Derek had to work to get to where Derek got to. Don't get me wrong, he got there.
Bloody fast.
But he had to work to get there. It didn't come like
naturally.
No, he worked there. When he got there, like,
did.
Class.
Lads, this has been fantastic. Thanks
Thank you very much, man.
And thanks again, Alan.
No problem.
Yeah.
Yes. This is becoming a weekly thing.
You're becoming a resident.
You paying me next time?
Thank you very much, man.
I'll slip you a tenner and a handshake. Gentlemen.
I am boss.